Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got some new DLC leaks to go over for the Indigo Disk. We also have some updates on the Ultra Beasts as well and whether they are likely to be returning to the second part of the Hidden Treasure of Area Zero DLC for Scarlet and Violet. We've got a lot of stuff to break down today, so if you're excited for the video, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes, it really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content. Ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, Riddlerku once again posting an image about the Indigo Disk DLC. Again, hopefully we get some sort of news soon. I'm recording this before any kind of trailer announcement, but dude, he's posting like every single day, and he only goes this kind of crazy with posting when we get news on the horizon. But either way, this is another image that he posted. So he titled the tweet saying, "Go burn everything." A little bit like the Mad King out of Game of Thrones. And then it seems to be a Digimon. Now, again, I've not played Digimon for a very, very long time, but this is a Digimon, and it looks like it's holding some sort of like world or like globe or something like that, and it's titled "Go Burn Everything." So there could be a few different things that this means. It could be about Dokutaru, where Dokutaru is trying to, I guess, burn everything. Maybe it's like really angry at something and that's why it's mind controlling everything to try and create like an army of zombies or something to do its bidding for it. It could be about Terapagos, like this could be the world that Terapagos was on in the Scarlet and Violet book, and maybe this is kind of like the battle state of it. There's also, it could be Diplin's evolution. I think it's less likely to be Diplin's evolution simply just because when you're talking about something "go burn everything," it's probably going to be something to do with a legendary or something like that. I think Diplin's evolution could be very like ferocious and stuff, and we do know that Diplin's evolution suits Kieran. We just don't know if it's like Kieran when he's really shy or Kieran when he's like evil and trying to take over everything. So yeah, we're not sure which one it's kind of like applying to in that sense, but it could be one of those three things. It could be something completely different as well. This is a kind of background of this Pokemon, or the Digimon, should I say. Soul Silver out here saying, "Let's go." Spoilery. The Sphere of Terapagos. So obviously that's he's talking about this thing here, which it very well could be, because it's like holding a sphere here, just like Terapagos is kind of like on top of Sphere in the Scarlet and Violet book. So it could be a sphere there. The deceptive / evil nature of Dokutaru, which again, we're thinking it's going to be a very evil Pokemon. It looks like it's going to be a very evil Pokemon. It's Poison Ghost as well, and both of those typings are kind of connotations of evil and like darkness and stuff like that. So very well could be about Dokutaru in its like final form. This could also be like Dokutaru's final form, and then this could be like the cocoon of Dokutaru. So obviously the one that we've seen, like the peach kind of thing. I've spoke about it quite a lot recently, how Dokutaru is most likely going to be like a cocoon or an egg or something like that, and then this main creature is going to come out of it, and that could be another kind of thing that it potentially could be as well. The 7 heads of the Diplin evolution, a new +1 Pokemon that burns everything, because remember there is still a +1. When Riddlerku made those tweets about like all of the new Pokemon in the Teal Mask and the Indigo Disk, it was like 7 + 8 + whatever, and there is a +1 that we still haven't got right. Riddlerku came out and said no one's got it right yet. So this +1 could be still anything. We're not really sure. It could be the mythical, but then again he said we've not got it right yet, so it's probably not going to be that. So it could be something to do with this as well. +1 Pokemon that burns everything. Which is it? Or something related to the plot and not a Pokemon. So this is the Digimon here. So having appearance of a dragon of Revelation. It is Lucimon's final form. As was told in the Revelation, it carries the crowns of the 7 deadly sins. So the fact that it carries the crowns of the 7 deadly sins, 7 is obviously quite a big theme that Riddlerku has been posting about recently. And he also said that they show up one by one and it's quite like scary or something like that. So it could actually be something about the 7 deadly sins upon its head, and it holds the Orb of Darkness. Gehenna, which absorbs and attacks all attacks, and I don't think the rest of this is that important. I think the main thing is the fact that it's like holding the 7 deadly sins and stuff like that. It is also going into detail about how it's like a shadow kind of creature and stuff like that, to do with like maybe the devil, Satan, whatever. So it could also be in regards to that as well, like this evil kind of creature. But I think the main part of this is about the 7 deadly sins thing there as well. We also have this as well. Forget what it's attached to. So we have Primordial Riley saying, apparently this Digimon represents the 7 deadly sins with its true form in that orb. The Diplin evolution may have 7 heads, with the leader head maybe being inside the apple giving orders. So it could be like I don't know, because Diplin's like this really small creature. I can't see it evolving into something like this. It very well could do. But the whole point of, you know, the Dipplin evolution may have 7 heads with the leader head maybe inside the apple giving orders. It could be very similar to that with like Dokutaru. So the orb could be Dokutaru, and then the main creature is like the kind of power of it, and then obviously the kind of Dokutaru orb is still giving it like kind of instructions and stuff like that. But we also have this as well from Moon saying, wait a second, what if the +1 Pokemon is actually a Pokemon that we can catch but also not, similar to Rabska? And then we have this as well, Lucimon, Lava, Demon God / Virus. So yeah, it could even be venturing out into the idea that these Pokemon kind of act as like kind of a parasite. You know, that whole Last of Us kind of story with the fungi and stuff, where the parasite kind of takes over and then starts like making it do what it wants or whatever, and just like takes over its brain. It could be something similar to do with that as well, where there's like a parasite that kind of takes over different things and it starts controlling them, and maybe that's where the zombie thing comes from. Again, I still think it's going to be Dokutaru controlling everything, but yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think this is about? Do you think it is about Dokutaru? Do you think it is about the Dipplin evolution? Terapagos, I mean, it's less likely. We also have a few other people on Reddit kind of talking about this as well, saying, so the Peachmon is quite literally a demon god. Nice. And then also, hey, something I haven't seen mentioned yet is that Lucifer, Satan mode's true form is a lava inside the core of darkness. Maybe that's the clue. And then as well as that, Lucimon, Satamon is kind of just talking about it there. Personally, I could believe that Dokutaro and Terapagos are opposites, one giving life to imagination in the form of the paradoxes, and the other empowering destructive will. This would explain how Dokutaro was able to enslave the loyal 3 by exploiting their jealousy for what they lacked, maybe even promising them what they desired, in turn corrupting them. So that's a really good shout, to be fair, whereas Dokutaro and Terapagos could be opposites. And it could literally be like a good versus evil situation. But again, because we battle Terapagos in the DLC with the battle state, like we know, because it's been data mined, we know we battled Terapagos. I do think that it might be a similar situation to like Ultra Necrozma, where the Necrozma takes over like Solgaleo and Lunala, and then you end up battling it. So it's not like Solgaleo and Lunala are evil, but obviously it's being taken over by Necrozma. It could be something similar to that, whereas Terapagos is like the good Pokemon, but then Dokutaro takes over it, and then that's when it becomes evil, and that's when we fight it. Again, it still looks like Kieran might potentially capture the Terapagos and steal it off us. That's what is being hinted at, and then maybe that's why we battle it, because he uses it against us, and maybe it like goes out of control and we have to like calm it down or something like that. So that's kind of all the stuff about this kind of creature here and what it could potentially be. But we do actually have like a small update on the Ultra Beast, and I think people are kind of like passing this off a little bit, but I think it's like a massive indication on whether we're getting Ultra Beasts or not. So we actually have Lumio's post here replying, saying, okay, only loosely related, but I hope Naganadel comes back. So Naganadel obviously being the evolution of Poipole and Ultra Beast Pokemon. And then we've got Riddler-Ku replying saying, prepare tissue. As in, like, prepare tissue to, like, cry because it's not going to be in the game. So that means that Poipole and Naganadel are not going to be in the Indigo Disk DLC. Again, obviously, we've had the Pokedex leaked for the Indigo Disk, but certain Pokemon that do not have Pokedex entries, such as the Legendaries, etc., can still be in the Indigo Disk, but not be part of the Pokedex. Like with the Teal Mask, we had Shaman return, Manaphy return, Darkrai return. They don't have Pokedex entries in the Teal Mask, but they're still available in that game through Pokemon Home, just like the starters are and stuff like that. So, yeah, even though it hasn't been data mined that it's in the game, like Legendaries will still be in the Indigo Disk, but it doesn't look like Poipole and Naganadel are going to be in the game. It says prepare tissue, and so what does that mean for the other Ultra Beasts? Because obviously Naganadel and Poipole are part of the Ultra Beast, and I don't think there's been a game where the Ultra Beasts are available where Poipole and Naganadel aren't. Because obviously in Gen 7 is when they all came out, and then Gen 8, yes, you could obviously get all the Ultra Beasts in the Ultra Wormhole in the Dynamax Adventures, but you were still able to get Poipole through that as well. Like Poipole and Naganadel are always available when the other Ultra Beasts are, and obviously Gen 9 we haven't got them yet, so we were thinking that, well, we'll probably just get them when all the Legendaries get dropped as well with the Indigo Disk. But because Poipole and Naganadel aren't in the game, it looks like, does that mean all the other Ultra Beasts aren't going to be in the game, even though we have Beast Balls in the game? I don't know. Like, I don't know how to think of it. That I can't see a game where they have all the other Ultra Beasts and not Poipole and Naganadel. I just don't see how that works. So I don't think personally the Ultra Beasts are going to be in the game. I think all the Legendaries will, like all the other Legendaries that we haven't got, like your Lugia, Ho-Oh, stuff like that. I think they'll all be in the game. I don't know about the Ultra Beasts though. Maybe I'm reading into it a little bit wrong, but we'll have to wait and see. We won't know if they're in the game until the Indigo Disk drops, because they don't have a Pokedex entry, unless they obviously drop a trailer showing them. Yeah, it doesn't look good for the Ultra Beasts, that's all I'm saying. And then we have Lumio's post here saying, sometimes Arceus is cruel, and then reckon your belief may shift after Sudachi 2. So here he's saying, oh, it's cruel that we're obviously not getting it and stuff, and then he's saying, no, reckon your belief may shift after Sudachi 2. So I don't know if he's talking about the game after Sudachi 2 or after playing Sudachi 2. And then I'm definitely excited for it, excited to get the rest of my starters back. And then he says shiny hunt them all using acorn balls. So maybe there's going to be a way to get those a lot easier, because obviously right now the apricot balls are really difficult to get. So maybe there's going to be a way to buy them or something like that. I don't have that kind of patience. I just want to take pictures and battle online with them. And then he just does an arrow kind of pointing thing. And then we also have this as well about the kind of demon Digimon. Is this the world turtle people used to talk about? The apocalypse. So something bad's obviously going to happen in regards to whatever this Pokemon is going to be. Because he's literally calling it the apocalypse. So that's obviously really interesting. And then we also have this post as well. Now, I'm obviously not reading too much into this at all. But we obviously had this posted the other day where it was talking about the kind of it will remind you of some Gen 7 mon about something like opening up and whatever. A lot of people were thinking it could be Minior, Cosmog, Tapus, anything like that, which it all could be. You know, all those Pokemon do open up in Gen 7. And we do have Pen here actually tweeting out some really cool art as well, which is showing Dokutaro as this kind of cocoon. Like I say, that's what we've been kind of talking about the whole time, that it is going to be some sort of cocoon thing, and then the actual evil creature kind of opening up out of the cocoon. And we have Riddler replying saying, wow. Now I don't think that means that it's going to be something similar to this. I just think he's saying like wow to the artwork because it's really good. Yeah, the fact that he's like kind of replying, he's gone out of his way to reply to this because he's not been acted in this or anything like that. Obviously it's a quote retweet to this, so that's probably where he got the notification from. But I don't know, I think that it could be kind of cool if it did. I mean, I love this artwork. I think it'd be cool if it looked like this. A massive shout out to Pen for this artwork, which would be really cool if it did look like that. But either way, we'll have to wait and see. I just wanted to include that as well. I mean, whenever Riddler like replies to something, it could always be something. You never know. But either way, that is going to be everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do consider hitting the like button down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. Leave a comment with your thoughts on all of the latest leaks for the Indigo Disk. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think it will be Dokutaro? Do you think it's going to be the Dipplin evolution? Do you think it's going to be Terrapagos? And also, what are your thoughts on the whole apocalypse thing? And also, do you think Ultra Beasts are going to be returning in the DLC? I think the fact that he here says prepare tissue means that it probably isn't going to be it's going to be in the game, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But either way, if you enjoyed, drop a like, subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell for daily Pokemon content. Thanks again for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and until next time, peace.